Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Offsetting Penalties, where two penalties send you back 5 yards, but two people make a great show. I'm your host, Big C, with my co-host, RC. It's going to be a great week for the playoffs because there was 3 extra games this week.
Yep, three great games, except for the last one. That wasn't very good. But then again, out of the 6 games, the 5 games were amazing. They're one-score games, and they're electric. They're good. They're right against the wire. It was amazing games. They were great, and ready to talk about them.
Indeed. Going into the first game, we have the Bills going against Jacksonville. Bills versus Jacksonville. Again, I told you that I didn't really believe in Trevor Lawrence all season, and there was a lot of talk around us, especially that Trevor Lawrence was going to do good. But we both said Buffalo was going to win. Yes, it was a close game, but that nail-biting pick, the Trevor Lawrence threw, 27-24. The Bills were up 3-0 in the first quarter, 7-7 in the second, 3-3 in the third, and 14-14 in the fourth. So it was a very close game. They scored the exact amount of points in every quarter, except the Bills scored 3 in the first quarter. And then obviously on the last drive was the pick from Trevor Lawrence. He had 2 of those today. Today. So, he had a pretty bad game, I think. He only had 200 yards. He had 3 touchdowns, yes, but it wasn't enough to come out with the victory. And, I think we both saw this coming.
Yeah, we did. One takeaway I see from this game is that Allen can definitely play through injuries. Man, that guy, he had a right foot injury in week 16, and then he came back from that, and then he was in this game, right? And then he had a thing. He threw the ball, and his finger got hit, and then that was another temporary thing. And then he had a concussion protocol in this game too. It was crazy. And then he had this crazy tush push that led him to the 1 yard line. It was at the 10, and then they made it into the 1. It was amazing. This guy can just run like crazy. He's not gonna last long in the NFL, but when he's here, you gotta appreciate that guy. That guy is insane. He definitely ran over them, and that guy, he does what he needs to win, and that means the Jaguars are officially eliminated, and they're out of playoff contention. They join the pile of defeated teams. At home too. Wow, there's a lot of upsets at home in this week, this wildcard weekend. Bills advance. And my favorite game coming up.
We have Niners-Eagles up next. Niners 7-6 first quarter, 3-7, 0-3, and then 13-3. The Eagles lose 19-23.
So let me hear the talk, Big C. Let me hear it. Let me hear what's going on. What's going on through your head? This is your Super Bowl winner. Listen, the Rams, my Super Bowl pick, had a rough game, but they won the game. Now the Eagles lost. So what's your excuse? Let me guess. The injuries? No.
The thing is that when I saw this, I said that the funny thing. I still said that
very funny.
I said that the only way the San Francisco was going to win this, I was very decisive on who I thought was going to win. What I think is most funny about this game is the time of possession. The Eagles had 10 more minutes of possession. Hurts pretty much did no wrong in the last 3 drives.
A
lot of drops. Yeah, just really bad gameplay from them. Yeah, it was crucial. Devontae Smith drop on 3rd and 11, and then they missed on 4th down. Crucial drop from A.J. Brown, which was why they had to punt. Christian McCaffrey went off. I mean, it's really hard to see. It's like even looking back on it now that we know who won, it just seemed like they were going to make that comeback in the end. And it's frustrating because, that pretty much screws over all of my predictions because, obviously the team I had winning it, right? So
they had it in the red zone. They had the touchdown in their hand right there. They had it.
Nothing pointed towards them winning this game. Nothing.
Exactly, because you're thinking to what it is at face value, right? And I saw past that, and actually,
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I saw past that.
No, you didn't see past that. No, I told you this right after the game ended. I told you this right after the game ended. No, I told you this right after the game ended. That even looking, let's just pretend the Panthers would have won. The person who said the Panthers would win is still dumb. Because nothing pointed their way. No, he's still because nothing pointed.
Listen.
That's it's
you don't understand. No, it's not luck. Listen. Big C, it's not luck.
I'm talking about a big yes. I'm here saying the Panthers are winning. Nothing.
It just been luck. So basically,
the Panthers.
Do you think the Panthers a college team? Do you think they're like high scorers? Do you think they're like what? Do you think they're that bad? It's gonna be luck.
I
They're
think
not.
they have a losing record. I think
Yes,
their stats are very poor.
you be
I
correct.
think they are a very bad team. I think they don't have a great quarterback. I
They're
think
not.
that their defense is pretty trash.
We're talking
I
about the
think
Niners right now.
that
We're talking
they're
about the Niners
really
right now.
middle of the
We're talking
road
about
team,
we're talking about a different team
right?
right now. You looked at it with
So,
face value.
so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You gotta let me finish. That everything pointed to the Eagles winning this game. They had the experience. They had they done it before, beating the Niners again and again, and it really seemed that way that they were going to win this game, and they were until unforeseen things happened. Bad drops, right?
There was a trickery happening. There was like a trick play, and it was like a great pass to CMC and by
yeah, I know, right? Like crazy trick plays, incredible drops, injuries.
Listen. The Niners aren't. Listen, the
Trent
Niners
Williams playing like 100 things, right? So
okay.
It's all over the
Predicting
place.
someone to win. Listen, predicting the NFL team to win, who's in the playoffs, they're not trash. They're not the worst team. They're not even the worst team has
someone
a chance.
to win is like you can call them upset, right? Because you see things other people don't. But this was not that. This was just, it's hard even.
You're trying to cope right now. It's not working, and
it's frustrating.
Anyways,
really frustrating because like all
Niners
all the predictions I've made this year have not really gone through.
Yep.
But 100 times out of 100, I would say the Eagles would win again.
That's outrageous. 100 times out of 100.
Because there's nothing that.
Wait, stop.
There's nothing that makes me. There's nothing that makes me. If I redid it right, and I'm like, and I look over like the stats and the teams and how they play against each other, I'd be like, well, the Eagles, right? It's just so obvious.
You said no, Big C. You said 100 times out of 100, I'm picking the Eagles again. So you're telling me this? They wouldn't get any more wins?
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
You just said that. You just said that. You just said that.
What I said. You're taking what I said and making it into what you think. You think that I said. I know what you think I said. You think I said if they played each other again 100 times, they wouldn't win. I never said that. If they played each other, I never said that. I want to be very clear.
100 times out of 100.
Yes. Because again, like especially the last game they played. 13-3, they lost, right? So their morale's down.
No, but the game before that, listen, the game before that
completely stopped.
The Niners, listen, the game before
the injuries.
Okay.
I mean, it's just run down position by position. The running backs, it's kind of up in the air. The receivers are better. The quarterbacks are better. The offensive line is better.
Can I talk? They scored 3 points their last game, and the game before that, they scored 40 points. So they're not trash. Yeah. They're not a high school team, and you don't understand.
Think about this.
You don't think at all. You don't think it's even a possibility they can win. Even when they did win against the Eagles.
I knew it would be a close game, but I really just didn't see them winning at all. This is the biggest upset so far.
Wow.
This is like the biggest.
Wow. This is a very close game. This is a close game. Yeah. Whatever. Niners advance, Eagles fly home, and they're finally eliminated. These dang birds I've been dealing with all season, they're out. They join the pile of losers, and they're gone. Sick of these guys. All right, they're out. All right, Niners advance. So the playoff bracket is already in. If I'm correct, which I think I'm correct, the Niners play the Seahawks, and the Bears play the Rams in the divisional round, which are 2 phenomenal games. And then again, those are gonna be great games right there. Those are gonna be games. Maybe those are gonna be games of the year right there. Anyways, Sunday Night Football. We had the Chargers going to Foxborough to play against the New England Patriots.
Yeah. Patriots Chargers again. People consider about the talent. I think that we had talks before about Trevor Lawrence and Justin Herbert, and people are like, "Oh, we don't know who they are. We don't know if they're going to be good or not." Like people still think that those 2 quarterbacks. I'm throwing them together because they both lost. That they still think those quarterbacks are almost rookies, and they're not. We know who they are. We know they're garbage. Look at it. A little less than 160 yards, was sacked 6 times, no touchdowns, no picks. 74 QB rating. That's awful. That's trash. He is garbage. He didn't have a touchdown in a playoff game. The whole team didn't have a touchdown in a playoff game. And I blame you. I do. Because the defense was great. Not you. Herbert. The defense was great. I mean, they helped the Patriots to 16 points. 16 points! That's incredible. 0-0. 3-6, 0-3, 0-3. You scored 3 points.
Yeah, I feel like I'm
You're
being
not gonna
bullied here.
You're not gonna win playoff games by scoring 3 points, right? So
that is true.
I've been saying this, and I'll say it again. Herbert's he's not it. He's not it.
Yeah.
He's just not.
Even in 3
And
quarters.
one of the things he is just divisional.
Yeah, because he shows a lot of talent, and he's very talented. I've seen it. We play against him like 2 times a year. He's a great quarterback in the regular season.
But is his talent?
He's no.
Is his talent?
I'm playing regular season. He is talented. He's not trash. He's talented, and he can be
This
good.
is talented.
No, I'm not saying this is one. I'm saying his past records. The past. Listen. Listen. His past playoff games have been horrendous, atrocious. This guy has something in him that are just not going to work in the playoffs. And especially because the Patriots in 3 quarters, they scored 9 points, and they gifted him the win, and he didn't take it because he's not good enough to win. He cannot get over that hump where he's like, he thinks about the flashbacks of his last season or something, you know? And it's terrible because this game was in his hands. He was 11-6 record. He led his team to this playoff record, and he led them into the postseason, and he lost the game. Now, the team all overall didn't play very good. Come on. He got pressured so many times.
I think his team played amazing.
Amazing? Not really. Not really. Not really.
No, fantastic. They got a pick. They got 5 sacks. They got a fumble. Like, that's pretty incredible. They held them to 16 points. That is absolutely incredible.
I was actually referencing his offensive line because, he got destroyed. But then again, this.
I was going to say this in the podcast when we were watching the game. Junior got sacked 5 times. That's one less, right? So, and his sacks are infinitely better.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
That's the difference there. That's the difference. It's because as long as Herbert,
like, actually think he's decent. Like that. This is These playoff stats are some of the most atrocious stat lines. Well, he had 4 picks in his last playoff game. And then he blew a 24 lead to Trevor. Warren was going to have to choke it. So that's why we want to say, Trevor's good. He beat Herbert. Like, Warren was going to have to choke it eventually, right? So it's like both these guys are so bad. And no one is listening.
Yeah, I like that. All right, so we got 2 teams here, and the Bolts, they fizzle out and join the pile of the losers with their buddy, the Eagles, and they're out. Okay. Patriots advance. So far, I'm actually happy about this. So far, I've gotten all my playoff predictions correct. The last one I need is tomorrow on Monday Night Football. We're going to have the Texans play the Steelers. So it's
I picked the Steelers to win.
Yes, okay, so yes, we know you picked the Steelers to win. Yes, we did. And you've been wrong, the one you didn't pick, what I picked.
Once? 5 games wrong once?
Yeah. But the one you're wrong, you tried to be like,
I picked the Bills to win. I picked the Bills to win. I picked the Eagles to win. I picked the Patriots to win.
So did I.
I'm
the one I said that one is my pick, and you're like, I'll go with the Eagles because you have to pick the Eagles to win.
It's preposterous.
You're wrong. You've been incorrect. Listen. I'm not. Listen. When I say you're incorrect, I'm not gonna bring up predictions in a regular season or the duels. I'm not gonna bring up that. I'm just bringing up the one you got wrong.
Bro,
calm down. No, calm down. Calm down. It's all right. Anyways, we got.
You're trying to diss me right now, and like,
it's working. It's kind of working actually. If you think about it,
it's not. Yeah, you think I don't know what your angle is. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I don't know if you know we're in the middle. I don't know if you know we're in the middle of the podcast, but. He's just trying. He's trying to slide things my way, and that's cool.
Things your way.
Get ready. Steelers are winning. I'll dish it back to you.
Okay. So how much reputation, how much gusto are you gonna put into the Steelers winning?
It's not a total confidence shot, but
if you could put it in percentages. Okay, for example, percentages. How confident were you with the Eagles gonna win? How confident were you? Like 80%, 90%. 80%.
Like 80-something percent.
Very strong, 80%. Very, very strong. Okay, now we're Steelers, right? What is the Steelers' percentage chance of winning?
I think it's like a 52% chance. It's pretty much a coin flip. It's pretty much a coin flip.
Okay, so what I realized is that Big C, your list is wrong. So you're gonna have one chance to redo it in the divisional round. So NFC side. So you can pick a winner from the NFC.
I can pick a winner from the NFC?
Yeah, to go to the Super Bowl. Out of the 4 teams remaining.
I don't want to pick the Rams. I don't want to pick the Rams. I'm not going to pick the Rams. You can pick the Rams. Can you pick the Rams? right?
Okay, good. Okay, and
I'm
what about the
looking for the
Niners?
Seahawks.
What about the Niners?
See, here's the thing. I told you, and I'll keep bringing this up because I know what I'm doing, and
Okay, you know
this
what you're doing.
shows, right?
Okay, yeah.
The Niners scored 3 points, and I said the only way the Seahawks were going to win is if they scored less than 3 points. And they scored 3
Okay.
points. So I was
Okay.
right about that. But do I think they're going to score 3 points again? Up in the air. I'm not
Okay,
picking the Seahawks
so
to win.
it's gonna be
but
Seahawks that you're picking.
Niners to win. I think I think that their coaching is better, so they'll find a scheme. And I'm telling you, CMC, if he gets 100 yards and 2 more touchdowns again, they're winning this game.
So you're
And
picking
honestly, man, I don't want the Seahawks to win. I don't want the Rams to win.
the Bears.
That leaves me with 2 teams, the Niners and Bears. And I'm gonna go with the Bears, bro.
The Bears.
I had
Chi-town.
Caleb in fantasy, and I watched the games, and I watched this game, especially this game, and I saw, like, dude, he's got it. He's the new Jaden Daniels of this season. But is he going to be better and go all the way? We're going to slide the chips in there and say, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Manning, you got to take that win right there. It wasn't pretty, but that was a W right there. And your team's coming with a lot of momentum, and I think you're already preparing for the loss. Don't do that. I think that your team is special right now.
A real shot. A real shot.
Yes.
Great defense. Great receivers, young, and then obviously Caleb. If he keeps playing like Superman, they're going to keep winning these games.
Makes sense to me. All right. So you're going to pick so you still have the Patriots to get out of the AFC and win, and then go to Super Bowl, and then have the Bears. Okay, so that's 2 teams. All right, cool. So it makes sense to me. All right, sounds good. So now, who's going to win the Super Bowl if your predictions are correct for right now? The Bears or the Patriots?
That's tough.
We'll let you marinate on that. All right.
We'll check the stats, and after the divisional conference finals, we'll definitely see which one I think we'll be leaning towards. Yeah. So we'll talk about those 3 teams. We're gonna do a real podcast. Well, not real, but obviously these are real. But we're gonna do our normal 30-40 minute long podcast in 2 days when we get all the matchups, because Steelers and Texans are obviously playing. So after we do that, we are going to do a kind of a 30-minute episode, just kind of rounding them all up. Obviously, mostly talking about the Texans and Steelers, but we'll round up all of them and then talk about the rankings for the divisional, because Big C's top 10 is going to come back with a special version of the playoffs, the Big C's Big 8. And we're going to see in the divisional who I think is the most powerful on the power rankings.
Big Crazy 8. The Crazy 8. That's all right. Well, last thing I gotta say before we go, we did get some gifts. These shirts were awesome. Thank you for guys for watching. That was pretty cool. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for just tuning in. And we do like listening to you guys, and comments and stuff. It's cool. And that's cool. That's cool. That's a cool gift. Yeah, we got some late Christmas gifts from our Uncle Louie, and some of these cards we got. It's pretty cool. Some superhero cards. This one, it's a reflector. This is a Joker card. Pretty cool. I like the reflection on this one. I did get this Spider-Man card too. Pretty awesome. Speaking of Spider-Man, I did get this giant comic book, which is pretty cool. And
wow.
Yeah, it's in a case and stuff. It's pretty cool. Awesome.
Yeah, and there's some stuff in the back that we put.
And if you can see behind you, we got the Batman. And that looks great. It's in the far back. I can't really see it. I think we should have that light.
Yeah, the light's pretty bright, but if you can,
we'll show you next time. But we have Batman, right? And this Batman has a special place in me and Big C's heart. We just love this guy, especially Big C. You can't get him to show up Batman. He just loves that guy. And
I can't show up.
He loves them. He loves the Dark Knight. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for supporting us. We got one more wildcard round to go. Glad to see that one. I really, really hope the Texans win this one. I actually kind of.
We're going to be watching.
Yeah, we've been watching big time. That's a big game. Monday night. Praise God. This is an amazing thing we get to do every week. And send it off.
All right, guys. That's the whistle. We're going to go back in the game. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Texans Steelers. See ya.